families, singles, and even businesses are all moving to Calgary. The economy is doing good, and lots of different people are finding out that Calgary is a really cool and diverse city. There is lots to do and see, from outdoor adventures to bustling city life. But it's true, Calgary might not be for everyone. In this video, I'll talk about why you might think twice about moving to Calgary. And I've got 6 reasons to share, so let's jump in. Hi everyone, my name is Max and I'm a local real estate agent right here in Calgary. And I get calls every day from people just like you, looking to make a move to Calgary, Alberta. If you're thinking about moving here, give me a shout. You'll find my contact info in the description below, and I would love to hear from you. But here's the thing, sometimes Calgary isn't quite what people expect. Maybe the housing market is a bit tricky, or finding a job isn't as easy as they thought. My job is to give you the real picture of what living in Calgary involves. And there is lots of good things about Calgary, but today specifically, we're going to focus on the bad and the ugly. So let's start with the first reason why Calgary might not be the ideal place for you. And it's all about the weather. We're talking long, chilly winters and summers that feel like they're over in a flash. Picture this, winter in Calgary isn't just a brief cold snap. It starts around November and can stick around until March or even April. And it's not just a bit chilly. We often see the temperatures drop to around minus 13 degrees Celsius, and sometimes it gets even colder, like a whooping minus 30. This means a lot of snow shoveling, making sure your car can handle the ice, and cranking up the heat at home. Then just when you're dreaming of warmer days, summer pops in, but only for a quick visit. From June to August, the city comes alive with warmth and sunshine. It's great, but just as you start getting into the summer vibe, it's over, and you're pulling out your winter gear again. So yeah, the big weather swing from super cold to why can summer last longer is something to really think about if you're considering Calgary. The city is awesome, no doubt about it, but its weather, it's like sailing on the ocean. Some people love the adventure and romance, but others think it's too wild and unpredictable. Alright, diving into point number 2, Calgary's economy really depends on the oil and gas sector. Now, this is a huge part of our economy, no kidding. But here's the thing, when you've got eggs in one basket, things can get a bit shaky. The oil and gas sector is like a roller coaster. When it's up, it's way up. Jobs are plentiful, the city is buzzing, and there is this energy in the air, no pun intended. But when it dips, it really dips. Layoffs, budget cuts, you name it. So if you're not directly in the sector, you might feel the ripples through the job market. Other industries can sometimes take a back seat when oil and gas is driving the bus. And for folks looking to jump into the oil and gas world, it's competitive, highly specialized, and sometimes a bit of who you know rather than what you know. This can be a big deal if you're planning to move here and banking on getting into this field. Now, don't get me wrong, Calgary is trying to diversify, bringing in tech, clean energy, and other cool sectors. But old habits die hard, and oil and gas still wear the crown. If you're coming here, just be ready for those ups and downs. When it comes to living in Calgary, one of the biggest things to consider is how car-dependent the city is. The city covers a large area, and many communities, especially those on the outskirts, aren't very accessible if you're relying on public transport like buses or the C-train. So for your day-to-day life, like getting to work, shopping, heading out to events, you're likely going to need a car. While Calgary does have a public transport system, it might not get you everywhere you want to go, especially in a timely manner. If you're used to living in a place where you can walk or take a quick bus or train to most places, Calgary might feel a bit different. And if you're driving, be prepared for the realities of car ownership. There is traffic, the cost of maintenance, insurance, fuel, not to mention winter driving conditions. It's a significant part of planning your life in Calgary and something to think carefully about if you're planning to move here. The fourth con of living in Calgary is the limited options for nightlife and entertainment. If you enjoy an active nightlife with a variety of entertainment, then Calgary is not for you. While the city has bars, clubs, and music venues, they're not as diverse as those in Toronto or Vancouver. For those accustomed to a vibrant nightlife where every weekend is a new adventure, Calgary might seem like a place where the most exciting event of the week is the release of a new episode of your favorite TV series. The city has places for entertainment and socializing, but not many. Therefore, if having a bustling nightlife is important to you, Calgary might seem relatively boring. The city has its own style of nightlife and culture, but it's more subdued compared to other major Canadian cities. Con number 5. Limited access to global flights. If you're a frequent flyer or someone who needs to hop on international flights often, living in Calgary might present a challenge. While Calgary International Airport serves a variety of domestic and international destinations, it's not as well connected as major international hubs like Toronto Pearson or Vancouver International. This means that you may need to make connecting flights or travel to a larger airport for certain destinations. It can add extra time and cost to your travel plans, which might not be ideal if you're a globetrotter. Another con to consider is Calgary's distance from other major Canadian cities. Calgary is relatively isolated in the western part of Canada, which means that if you have family or business connections in cities like Toronto or Montreal, visiting them can be quite a journey. Flights between Calgary and these cities can be lengthy, and the road trips are even more time-consuming. It's something to think about if you value being close to family and friends in other parts of the country. Calgary's distance from other major cities can make it feel a bit secluded at times. If you're thinking about moving to Calgary, take some time to weigh the pros and cons. Calgary has its own unique charm, and while it might not be for everyone, it offers a blend of great opportunities. I've lived in Calgary for over 20 years, and despite some downsides, I really love it here. If you feel that Calgary aligns with your lifestyle and values, don't hesitate to reach out. I've helped many people both in Calgary and from around the world with their real estate needs for many years, and it would be my pleasure to help you make a smooth transition to Calgary. Also, check out my other videos to explore Calgary's best neighborhoods. They provide a first-hand look at what it's like to live in Calgary. Thanks for watching, and let's stay connected.